great morning, family. It's your boy Romeo Jones here, and I just want to chat with you, right? I normally want to say rap, but I just want to chat with you. Right now is let me take this call really fast. Excuse me for the interruption. Let my boy know I'm up. 4:32. Yo,
Are you up?
yes sir.
I see you in a bit.
See you. Right. It's up early in the morning, and we gonna have a chat and some shots. What I like to do, right? This is some Tito's, you know. Ah, hold it, donut shop. Does that taste good? I don't think so, but it's gonna get you real high. Now, y'all see this bottle, right? That's what you call a handle. It's 1.75 milliliters, I believe. 1.75, something like that. I don't got out. Yeah. See, I know what I'm talking about. I got off work yesterday. It was on a Friday, and came home and drank almost half, well, a little less than half of that handle, um, right, aka a gallon, I think. I myself, but listen, I don't have much time. I have to get ready for work. I literally just got out of the bed. I was kind of tossing and turning once 4 a.m. hit, and I'm like, brother, we have to start sharing this message. So forgive me, I don't have the best equipment. Like I said, I just rolled out of bed. I'm due for a haircut. You see that substance that I just showed you called alcohol, with the primary ingredient being ethanol that gives our brain and body this effect. It has truly, nearly dominated my life for over 15 years. I started using it at 17. I was a social drinker. I was a student athlete. I only drank on the weekends. I only drank socially. I only drink at night. And when I say weekends, I mean Friday night, Saturday night. Like once we were done Friday night, Saturday night, we weren't doing it on Sunday night. We got to get ready for school. But due to a lot of traumatic events, and many of us have these, so I'm not asking you to feel sorry for me. What I'm actually doing here is I'm paying it forward. I have to make a huge decision in my adult life. You see, right now I'm 33. All right, and as I shoot this video, it's February 2nd. I'm sorry, February 2nd. February 17th. All right, my buddy's birthday is in 4 days on February 21st. But guess what? He's not here with him because of drugs and alcohol. And alcohol is a drug, so we'll just say drugs. Shortly after my buddy's 31st birthday, 2 years ago, his best friend murdered him. They were high on drugs, they had been gambling, got into arguments, but killed him. What I'm saying is everyone doesn't even have the gift of life to even make these decisions. And as you can imagine, like I said, look at my tooth, all right? I see it. At first, I said, I'm going to get my tooth fixed before I start my YouTube and share this message. Right now, you're looking at a young man who is essentially obese on drugs, specifically alcohol, aka ethanol, and I'm ready to change my life. 4 a.m. What am I doing? I'm drinking with y'all. Another shot, y'all? Another shot? Listen, let's take some shots because I promise you, this got to be my last bottle, y'all. And I've contemplated this much, but here's the thing. I started this experiment. Let me grab this pad for you. Listen, let me share you another message with you. Before I move into this apartment, where I don't even rent the whole apartment, I rent a room in the apartment by the grace of God. Nobody been renting the other rooms. It's in a pretty rough area of Chicago. Quite rough. Yeah. You might want to have your kids, have your wife around here, and maybe your dog, unless it's a Rottweiler or a Doberman, you know. But I started to track. This is in 2023, as you can see. Right after my birthday in April, which is coming up again. I tried to use the willpower method of 33 years old. I'm gonna get through this. I know that if I stop drinking, when I tell you miracles happen to me when I stop drinking, the fact that I ever convinced myself that there's any reason to go back blows my mind. But again, I have not been accepting alcohol as a highly addictive substance. It's time for a change, y'all. How about another shot, right? Look, You heard my boy just call, right? You heard my big homie just call, right? And said, "You ready for work?" Yeah, he already retired. Excuse me, he retired from this job, retired from this government agency, getting pension checks. He still get up and grind every day. Almost 60 years old. You could never tell unless he told you. So I got things to do, but this is on my heart. This thing called alcohol. It's dominating my life. When I lost my dad to suicide, I wasn't there because I was drinking. Well, right, now I know I'm getting heavy on y'all. You know what I'm saying? This a little heavy. When I lost my mother to neglect and just trauma, right? My mom, she just was not there emotionally. A lot of times mentally, financially, yeah. If she had it, she'd give it, especially if it was a necessity. But in other ways, she wasn't. And I turned to alcohol to cope with that. This was as a teenager. Didn't lose my dad to 2018. 10 years after I essentially lost my mother. I lost my high school sweetheart. And why is that significant, right? All these years, Jerome, Romeo, you graduated high school 2009, talking about your high school sweetheart. Listen, I used to caddy for millionaires and billionaires at the most prominent golf courses in the United States of America. And there's only two things that like really wow, like a lot of things. Don't get me wrong, like who a person is amazing, but when I be walking down the fairway with a like, bro, that's Mark Wahlberg, bro, that's Anthony Anderson, bro. Like I could name drop all day, but I remember I was like working for a billionaire. My buddy took me on this job, and I'm like, dang, this dude, like, bro, he manages billions of dollars. Like here he is in the flesh. I was pretty amazed. And the second one was I meet a gentleman. He's like 77 years old, still playing golf. Hey, what brings you out today? How's it going? I said, oh, I'm celebrating my 62nd anniversary. 62nd anniversary. Yeah, me and my wife been together since high school. And I was like, dang. Y'all got through every storm on the planet together. Well, I had a ride or die like that. But that alcohol, it'll tear your life up and tear it up apart so much that sometimes somebody gotta love themselves. They trying to love on you, but you killing yourself. Because you know what this is? It's poison, y'all. Alright, and look at me, right? My skin it's pale. Alright, look at it. Maybe not pale, but it's scaly. Right? It's scaly and it's dry. It ain't milky smooth like peanut butter. One of my most favorite things on planet Earth, by the way. Peanuts in the butter. Right? You see those bumps on my eyes? They're not just them bumps from when I get to go on this bend. I've been on like a 9-day bender now. Look, I started the new year, y'all. I didn't drink for 37 days. New Year's Eve, I said, I'm done. Don't get me wrong. I ain't gonna lie, I turned to gambling. I took ballots in Chicago downtown. Now I took them down to like 7,000 in like a week. It was a roller coaster. Don't get me wrong, but when I finally threw in the towel, I wasn't drinking. I was gambling. I wasn't drinking, but I was smoking cancer sticks. I wasn't drinking. I was smoking marijuana. I'm ready to change my life, y'all. What's the reason? A lot of reasons, but what comes to mind right away right now this morning when I need to be getting ready, right? Getting ready to go to, right? And it is someday I think I would like to have a kid. And for the longest time in my life, I convinced myself, no, I'm not having no kids. I don't want a wife. My mama didn't know any better, man. She traumatized the hell out of me and my little sister. And because she was a parent, she was able to put us in these hostile, hostage type situations where we didn't really have a choice. And my little baby sister, she's premature. She's 9 years younger than me. I couldn't even protect her from this lady who would get very, very triggered. Or I don't know. There's a lot of words we can use, but I don't have a lot of time right now, y'all. And at the same time, I know that long form content is good, but I think a lot of short-term content is what's hot right now, right? They got a lot going on. They're not about to be watching these 40-minute videos. But in any event, I'm ready to start, and I really think that once this bottle is done, I said, let's make it last a week. It ain't gonna last a week. Y'all see, it didn't even last a day, right? I'm ready to change my life. And I'm going to show you how that experiment that I did, I sit back and I look and I say, well, whenever we are in the green, meaning that was a day where we, on that day, no shots was taken, right? I'm going to just drink out the bottle, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do too much, but, right? I know they gonna smell it a little bit like, ooh, he had a long night, early morning. I want to share this journey with y'all. And even though I traded drinking for gambling, which listen, that is not good. I have lost 50K in a day, 49 if you want me to be exact, in a day. Like, bro, you're up, know when to fold. What the man tell Frank Lucas on American Gangster? He said, quitting, Frank, and quitting while you ahead. It's two different things. Well, you ain't never won $50,000 in the casino. You've been gambling 10 years now. Now you up 50,000 in a day, and you think you finna leave with 500,000? There's medicine on my heart, and one of the reasons I'm doing this because I just want to share this raw. Yeah, I could sober up and then start this journey, which is gonna be a huge part of my healing. I know it, helping others. You know, no girlfriend, no kids, and honestly, I'm very estranged from my family, if you will, man. Shout out my Uncle John. Shout out all my aunties and all my uncles, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of things just changed, y'all. So we pulling in on 12 minutes. Like, let's bring it in for a landing within this next minute. You know, grow with me. Alcohol is going to rob you. It's going to, you're going to get off work like, hey man, let's have a drink. Right? And you here. Let's say your emotional equilibrium, everything physically, you here. Have a drink. Whoop, you go here. Ooh, yeah, I feel good. Let me turn on some tunes tonight. You know what I'm saying? A little Barry White or something. A little Alicia Keys. You know what I'm saying? But once that artificial high goes away, you're going to go lower than you started. So now let me reverse it again. So now once you lower than you start, you're going to have to go back. You're going to have to drink some more to go. I've been doing this for 15 years. It was rough. But I want to tell you something before I go. It is a miracle that I am still here. I know I jumped around this rank, guys. It's off the top, it's off the dome. But I'm gonna get better. Before I didn't even have this room. I was homeless, y'all. Lost everything. You heard me ranting. Mom, dad, girlfriend, the cloak, everything. My near and dear aunt, TKC. Shout out my homie. But God willing, we gonna get through this too. This too shall pass. I know it's been 15 years. I spent a lot of that 15 years asleep. I didn't even know it. I thought alcohol was my best friend. I mean, it's tearing a hole in my finances. I think it's my best friend. My girl, like at the time, she said, baby, we been having a lot of fun with this here, but we like 23, 24 now. I think it's time to put the bottle down, Jerome. Put the bottle down, Rum. Put the bottle down, Romeo. Yeah, tomorrow. Let me tell you something. Tomorrow ain't never come. R.I.P. my homie, call me hard, man. Just thinking of that, his birthday in 4 days. Right before he passed away, he called me up. Bro, your birthday coming up. My birthday in April, his February. We going to Tijuana. Boy, I just got off house arrest, boy. Wonder why I was on house arrest. I ain't trying to go to Tijuana, you know. No. And my homie got killed the day before my birthday. Like 27 hours. Not one day, but like pretty much. He died on the 22nd of April. 22. So, I love y'all, man. And ladies. Don't take that as but I love y'all. I have to be ready at 5. This is 15 minutes, so it's got to be somewhere around 5:45, 4:45, 4:47. So now I got to do a rush job. And that's okay because this is on my heart. I said I work at a lot of places. Well, I worked at some of the top clubs making top dollar. This right here, this for y'all. It's free. I'm finna share my pain with y'all so y'all might want to hit the brakes. Whether you consider yourself a normal drinker or an alcoholic, which is a whole nother term that we're gonna dissect, but much love y'all. Romeo Jones, I gotta run.